Hey guys, what's up? Um, I don't really have too much of a plan for this video, but um, I have some Madden playing in the background. It's kind of what I've been on a little bit recently. Um, Sorry, I dropped the volume on the game a little bit. Just kind of wanted a place to kind of drop some thoughts that I've had recently. Um, I've seen this kind of becoming a little bit of a bigger thing on YouTube. Uh, One person who I would watch all the time has a channel kind of similar to stuff like this, where they just talk um, just about random stuff. And so I just wanted to give it a try and kind of just talk about where I'm at and things that are going on. Um, I think the biggest thing for me recently, I'm a little over a year out of, or I'm coming up on a year out of college, I should say, this spring. And I started a new job about 2 months, month and a half, 2 months ago now, which I took me a while to land. I had a job right out of school, was doing something for the summer part time, and then really grinded on applications and stuff like that, and finally landed one. Just a competitive field, and really excited and to break into it, and get that job. But it kind of comes around to, I guess, the topic of this video is just that it's one of those things where I was grinding for so long and trying so hard, and then I was just like, man, when I get this, like, when I get this job, like that's it, like that's what I need, like that's what I want, you know. And I feel like it was just one of those things where I got it, and it's great. I really do enjoy it, and I kind of hate talking about it sometimes because I feel a little ungrateful per se, but it's one of those things where it's like it doesn't feel any different than before I had the job, kind of thing. And it just kind of makes you wonder sometimes, like, hey, like, what else am I kind of missing? Did I kind of take did I kind of go into gun and ho, and it really wasn't exactly everything that I wanted? I don't know. I guess that's up for debate, but it kind of just brings me around to every time I think about it, it's like time. I think it always comes back to time for me. Like, just in general, time is just going so fast. Like, there was just, I think, an age where after that everything was, it's just been, it's, you blink and it's been a month, kind of thing. And I'm seeing that a lot right now too, personally. Like, even outside, obviously, like I said, I got the job, but some of my other buddies are graduating and getting to that point, going our separate ways, kind of thing, moving out of town, all that. And it kind of just hits you with it's a huge realization that, like, these people that have been around you for past, I don't know, give or take 3 4 years, if not longer, are just, I wouldn't say just gone, but they're not going to be around, daily anymore. Or you have to make time to find these people, talk with these people, be with these people. Just becomes a whole different ballgame. And I'm assuming everybody kind of experiences this growing up, and it's not you know a specific thing to just, obviously me, but it's just it has gotten to that point where I'm just really seeing it in my life, and I'm very torn because it's like one of those things where this job kind of has me where I'm at, yet at the same time I feel like I'm being pulled in a lot of different directions. Just, it's like the illusion of the freedom of choice. Like in life, you can do so many different things, and they always say you can do whatever you want. If you don't like that job, you can leave, you can go somewhere else, you can move. It's like I love the job, so obviously I don't want to do that, but at the same time, I feel stuck. I feel like there's a lot that I want to do, and there's a lot of other things I want to, you know, go after and try. But now that it feels like I have the job, if I'm stuck, I can't move now. Like I live here indefinitely until whatever happens, new job, whatever. And I think it's just a very humbling experience for me because for like 2 years, a good year and a half, 2 years or whatever. I mean, even just outside of college and outside of the schoolwork and stuff, I was grinding and just working on the learning on the side and a bunch of different stuff to make this happen and to get myself in a spot where I could land this job and I could hopefully, excel at this job. And like it's something I want to do so bad. I want to be so good at it and I want to get better and I want to obviously make more money with it but like the point I'm at is it's like I'm only close to 2 months into the job and you're like you got to work minimum usually a year to even get a minorly substantial pay raise. And it's like, wow, I have to just keep doing this monotonous thing over and over again. And I say monotonous loosely because it does have some different challenges and aspects to it, but in the end, it's 40 hours of my life every single week doing something similar along the same lines of what I do every day. And so I don't know. I don't really know exactly where this video is going, but I just kind of wanted a place to just kind of talk. And it's like growing up and getting to this age is just weird. It just puts you in a position where you feel like you can do everything, but at the same time, maybe you just can't due to whatever circumstances. And maybe there's beauty in the whole just sit and wait, maybe not even just sit and wait, but just enjoy where you're at. And I think that's something that I and probably a lot of other people struggle with, always looking towards the next thing. I'm definitely guilty of that very frequently. And I don't know, it's a constant, I guess, battle of that. And I want to make the most of the time that I have, especially, with my buddies that are still in the area that I can still see often. But at the same time, like I said, I think it just comes down to the whole time. Just time is a finite resource. And like, boom, you blink and you're a year older kind of thing. And so then the question is like, where do we go? Where do we go from here? Is that kind of an open-ended question? You could really say anything. You can do anything from where you're at. If you really just put your mind to it and put an effort in, you can make something happen. But what is it that's worth putting your effort in, I guess? I don't really know. I think that's getting a little sidetracked, but yeah, I think I just wanted to have a chat. If there really are even any people who watch this, see this, let me know what you think. If you're in a similar situation where it's just, life just flies and it just gets, maybe you haven't hit it yet, and maybe you have, maybe you never hit it, but I feel like there's a certain age where you kind of get that realization of, adulthood. And some people transition very smoothly, and I feel like others, me probably in this case, sputter a little bit. And even if it looks like, got the new job, making a living, from the outside it probably looks like it's like, there, this is everything you wanted and you got it. And it's like, yeah, it is. and yet it feels no different than when I didn't have it, kind of thing. So I guess that's where I'm at. Let me know what you guys think. If any of you have experienced something similar, and life is just a weird thing when it comes to that, and everything's changing constantly. And I think sometimes for me that's difficult because I enjoy things all staying relatively the same. I get pretty comfortable, and maybe that's a bad thing, but yeah, that's about all I have. There's not much to this video, just kind of talking over some Madden gameplay. I might try to get a few more of these out because I've had kind of a lot on my mind recently, just with different things, and who knows? The NCAA game's coming out. Maybe I'll try to get back into streaming it like I did with NCAA 14. Who knows? But time is not of the abundance for me right now, I'll say that, especially with this new job and just trying to balance work life, fitness, social life. It just becomes a grind. You just never feel like you have enough time. So I guess I'll leave you guys with that. Hope you all have a good week, and I look forward to talking to you again.